Hello, this is the second video in conjunction with level 1 data for NinjaTrader. The first video concentrated on market replay data in NinjaTrader and tick replay. This video is going to concentrate solely on historical bid, ask and last series data where you have 3 separate databases. And to state the differences again between the tick market replay data and NinjaTrader covered in the last video, this is much smaller than the 3 database historical bid, ask and last series data, which we're going to discuss now by many factors, and this affects the pricing of that too. The historical bid, ask and last series data holds all the bid, ask and last events in the 3 separate databases, and I'm going to just pull this in from the side here, and this is an example of the S&P Mini, and it's only the September 2024 contract, so it's only 3 months worth of data. And as you can see there, the last, so you've got ES09-24.last.txt. this contains all the trades, and as you can see there, there's just under 1.4 gigabytes worth of data for the last. But if you notice that the bid, which is the separate database, and the ask are, a factor of 3 times larger again, and all of this needs to be read into NinjaTrader in order to enact upon that particular bid, ask, last historical data series. So as you can see there, you're looking at about just under 12 gigabytes worth of data read in, and once this reads into NinjaTrader, it does go smaller, so you can expect a factor of about 10 times smaller once it's actually in NinjaTrader's database. So what you need to do when considering a purchase is to decide on what type of level 1 data is going to suit your requirements. So bear that in mind. Portara can create this 3 separate database data for you for NinjaTrader, but the formal data is huge, as you can see here. To give you an idea, at the time of writing, which is August 2024, the size of the raw text files just for the S&P Mini from 2014 to date is about 64 gigabytes. And don't forget, that is the zipped version of those files. If we unzip those, then you're looking at 640 gigabytes before you start to read that into NinjaTrader. And MNQ, which is the micro NASDAQ, only from June 2019 to date, is round about 272 gigabytes, so that gives you some idea of what you're up against. And in relation to unzipped files, if we look at MNQ and we just have a quick look, you can see they're 272 gigabytes, so unzipped and ready to go into NinjaTrader, you'd be looking at about 2.72 terabytes. So you do have to think about the size of this stuff in order to equate hard drive space going forward, and the length of time as well to get this stuff inside NinjaTrader. And it will read in those larger files, it will go in, but it just takes time, so just be aware of that. So what I'm going to show you here is how to import this into NinjaTrader. What we need to do is go to our NinjaTrader platform, go to Tools and into Historic Data, and then over to Historical Data and Load, and we need to go to the Import Data. In this section here in NinjaTrader, end of bar timestamps, you can leave it on there. Now the data type, this is the only real difference to importing as expressed in our normal links for importing level 1 tick data. The only difference is this, just let me go to this time zone of imported data first. Let me let me get that out the way. In all cases, when you're importing Portara data, no matter what you think or where you are in the world or however you're thinking, always set it to Central Time US and Canada, because we always give you the data set to that particular time zone. So it doesn't matter what else you're thinking, always make sure you set that to Central Time. And then back to our discussion on data type. So what you're going to do is you're going to choose last to begin with, and the choices are last, bid and ask, and these are the three databases that you're going to read in separately. So the last one, and then you're going to go to import the data, and you're going to find where that data lives. So let's do that. So we're going to go to where our data is, best bid and ask. I think I put it in there, separated Ninja files, EP, and I did pull some out. So we're going to point to this last, and the only ones we're going to read in is the September 2024 contract. So I'm just going to click last there. I'm going to say open, and there it goes, importing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause the video there, and I'm going to come back and do that again with the bid and again with the ask. Okay, so that took about 9 minutes to read in. The data, the September file, I do know only has data up to August the 2nd, so there's still about, I'd say about 5 weeks worth of data that it would collect for that particular contract, so it would be probably close to half an hour to read that in. Okay, so let's continue. So the next thing we do is we just pull this down, we choose to point to the bid this time, just to, if you do want minute bars and daily bars, then you can play around with that, but read the help files about stuff like this. Just to note, we are not NinjaTrader support, so we can't answer any questions you have. I've only done this video just to stop the confusion that's building up quite often about level 1 data and how to import it. Okay, so we set this to bid, and we're going to click on import, and this time we're going to click on our bid, and notice this is profoundly different in size, so it's going to take quite a while. Again, I'll open that like so, and I'll pause the video and I'll come back when this one is done. And when that's complete, we press OK and then choose last and import again, and pick up the ask rather, and double click on there, and we'll come back to that when that's been imported successfully. And that is now complete, so we're going to close this, and we're going to go into edit and have a look at that data. So we're going to go into historical and drill down to EP, or ES rather, and we need to look at the 0924. We're going to drill down again into there, and we can see now we have 3 separate databases, the last bid and the ask. If we go into any of those, we'll choose bid as an example, bid tick, and we've got all our data in there. If we click on August and we click on the 2nd and we look at this bar here, we can see the volumes in there. If we look at this one here, we can see the price and the volumes in there with the timestamp, and that is conducive across those particular databases in there. So we can see that we've got all our data in 3 separate databases, as compared to the tick market replay data in the other video where we can only see the last database, and in there you can't then see the bids and asks for some quirky reason of NinjaTrader. So if you want to explore that, you haven't seen that video yet, go and have a look at that. So all that remains for us to do is to chart up that data. We go to new and we go to chart, and in here we will select or type in if you don't see it. So we've got ES 09-24, and there it is. We'll leave it on 150 tickers, as good as any, and we're just going to set that back to the 2nd of August, and then we are good to go there. We go in and we add another one in, So there it is, and we're just going to change that to bid, like so, and then add the final one in for the ask, and this will display then 3 series on our chart, and you can then look at this programmatically as well within strategies and grab the data as you need. That's going to take a few seconds to load, so I'm just going to pause the video there. Didn't need to, it's already done it. And as you can see, there's our data in there with our bid in the center, our trades on the top, and our ask at the bottom. Okay, so there's the 3 databases in NinjaTrader, and the job is done. So to summarize, for this particular type of data, it's not used for market replay and playback or tick replay in NinjaTrader. This data is purely for 3 separate databases for you to go and develop your strategies with. Okay, so historical bid, ask and last series, the 3 separate databases. If you do require the alternative, which is the tick market replay data in NinjaTrader, please see the other video. Okay, thank you very much.